TJ Miller, 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 TJ Miller.
I'm like Pepsi, I'm always second best. Like Melissa Etheridge, I'm usually in a vest. I'm like Home Depot, if I can't flow. There's Hispanics out front, ready to go. I'm like Southwest, you're free to move around. But the only place I'm going is D-Town. I'm like Mr. Clean, I appear out of nowhere. Jeffrey Tambor downtown, subtle, no hair. I'm like FEMA, I always come late. I'm like Puerto Rico, I'm not really a state. I'm like Donald Duck, you can't understand a word. I'm dangerous and friendly to kids, call me Notorious B.I.G. Bird. I'm like Maury Povich, I make a living off exploitation. I'm like Cuban, sometimes I mix myself up with Haitians. I'm like Sarah Palin, I'm the scum of the earth. I'm like Jaden Smith, I was set since birth. I'm like my mom's friend, Allison Galansky. When I have dinner parties, I don't invite me. I'm like Dave Matthews, my fans are all tools. I'm like cricket, y'all, I don't quite understand the rules. I'm like an overweighted vice columnist, hunter, director of photography. I shot Dear Flabby. It's a documentary. It actually won Best Picture at Sundance in South by Northeast. We submitted it to Candies, but it didn't take. I'm like a claw machine, you usually don't win. I'm like all that's evil and not real, you can call me sin. I'm like a clown without makeup, still kinda scary. I'm like a Scrabble dictionary, cause I'm useless, but with a great vocabulary. I'm confusing, like when a girl named Mary gets married. I'm like Gary Coleman, it didn't end up so great. I'm like pornography, I use me to masturbate. Flight attendant to your phone, I'll get you turned off. I'm like a creepy doctor, they'll turn your head when you cough. I'm like a butterface, cause I have margarine on my face. I'm like China in a bull shop, I'm still out of place. I'm like cryogenics, no one really knows exactly what I am or if it extends one's own life. It's probably just science fiction to help people stave off their fear of mortality, you know? I'm like that. I'm like Krevin Harbutton, no one's ever heard of me. I'm an annoying phenomenon. I'm like Glee, I'm like LA, cause I take my time to crush a soul. I'm like New York City, I'm already full. I'm like Richard Nixon, except I'm a crook, like a blind person with audio tape. I don't do it by the book! I'm like King Kong, cause I sweat a lot. I mean, nobody ever talks about it, but he probably sweats a lot. I'm like Q-Tip, I didn't make it fucking rhyme for real, but yo, technically, I'm not made of steel. I'm mostly water. I'm mostly water. I'm like Cali Swag, I'm a one-hit wonder. I'm like a cold hit without mass appeal, I'm 6 feet under. I'm like glasses, since July I've been out of fashion. I'm the cultural elite, I'm the last intellectual bastion. I'm like Elvis Presley cause I stole that shit. I'm like Charlie Parker cause I'm that bird shit. Yo, riffing's in my blood and it's not about to clot. Improvised like the sun, all important and fucking hot. I'm like a flasher in the cold, I always wear 2 coats. I'm like Angela Lansbury, I wrote Murder, She Wrote. I'm like Miss Doubtfire, look good in a wig. I'm like the farmer from Babe, that'll do, pig. 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 Oh boy.